Is the suggestion that when you say that people should not treat other people the way that Germans treated Jews prior to the Holocaust, that is denigrating Jews in some way? She's saying what happened to Jews is bad. I'm both culturally and religiously Jewish. In fact, I'm one of the most Jewish people I know. Hard to find people more Jewish than I am. I wear the hat and everything. I do not feel denigrated by Gina Carano's Instagram post.
Got any? You got a car? You got a car? No, passenger side. Give me your keys.
What's happening? Where are you taking me?
Put your seatbelt on.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Gina Carano has already bounced back. Now, people will hate on it and say, it's not my Disney. Yeah, well, I wonder how many movies they've written, directed, or starred in themselves. Gina Carano has been skyrocketing to additional fame over the past few days after Disney unceremoniously, or Lucasfilm, decided to part ways with her over allegedly tweets they didn't like. Tweets that we know Hollywood golden boy Pedro Pascal has made similar tweets. We know director James Gunn has made some heinous jokes in the past. We know that, Ariel, whatever her name is, for the New Republic, who's recently hired by Lucasfilm, made some literally disgusting statements about large groups of people, and the official Star Wars account retweeted, tweeted support. This is why you see a lot of content creators, whether it's Ben Shapiro or it's Tim Pool or me, for example, imploring you to help back the content you like. If you just shift some of the money that you're spending on people that hate you to support people that work hard for you, independent content creators, I guarantee you'll see the quality continue to raise. This is why, I don't talk about it often, but I have a Subscribe Star. I'm working on a website. If you go to thequartering.com, you'll already see, or indiemedia.io, some early stages. I'm working on all sorts of stuff there. So if you enjoy my content, please consider joining as a member here on YouTube or going to my Subscribe Star and backing there. Gina Carano has hit back, announces a brand new movie project with Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. And I, for one, am extraordinarily happy for her. And I know she's going to knock it out of the park. These fools are, who are continue to obsess with her, are going to increase her net worth fivefold. A decent but not leading role in The Mandalorian will pay far less than what she will now be able to do. I strongly suggest she gets with some people in the comic book industry. She could make millions with an original IP graphic novel. Gina, I'm happy to connect you with some people. She's going to make money making movies for Daily Wire. People act like Kevin Sorbo isn't doing just fine with his kind of non-Hollywood shill movies. The idea is that more and more people are waking up and supporting content that isn't produced by people that hate them. That's produced by kind people, loving people, people that don't think that they're better than everyone else on the planet. Of course, Twitter is having a complete meltdown after Deadline Hollywood announced Gina Carano hits back, announces a new movie project with Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. They can't cancel us if we don't let them. And the replies are absolutely hilarious. People in here having meltdowns like, it's only Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire, with, 0 movies on their IMDb pages. Gina is also a multimillionaire, and she's more popular than ever. As an example, Gina Carano's social media followers surge by 300,000 after Disney firing. 300,000 new followers. That is absolutely massive. These are 300,000. Okay, maybe some of them are reporters or haters or whatever, but you're talking about 250,000 brand new fans that will support whatever it is that you do, that will pay to join the Daily Wire to support your movie, that will pay to back a comic book that you make, that will pay to be a Patreon for you if you created, YouTube content. These idiots have no idea. It's the literal, if you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you can imagine instance. Like, she is going to make more money now than she probably ever would have as a side character in The Mandalorian. I mean, that's just the truth of it. The people like to gaslight and pretend, but there are massive groups of people. According to Social Blade, Carano gained 143,000 new followers on Instagram on Thursday. On Twitter, her followers increased by 30,000 on Thursday and 134,000 today. So now the former Cara Dune star has 1.7 million followers on Instagram and 750,000 on Twitter. The idea that this is something that is so gigantic. People on Twitter who are here, she's got 774,000 followers. And if I just, for funsies, if I want to look at the current Social Blade, I bet you she's continuing to grow even more. If she launched a YouTube channel, she'd have 1 million subscribers overnight. She could upload a page or a video once a week. You can see here, so far today, 133,000 new followers. If I look at 756, 241, I don't know if it's, just another 20,000 added. I mean, she's going to have 1 million followers by the end of the week. Let's look at the article here. Gina Carano hits back, announces a new movie project. And it's funny, now that she works for Ben Shapiro, all those people calling her an anti-Semite, anybody who has anything bad to say about her new movie, we get to turn that on them. Isn't that funny? Ben Shapiro, one of the most popular Jews in America, doesn't seem to have a problem with the things she said. But meanwhile, 14-year-olds on Twitter who know nothing about history were upset. You could see Ben here saying, again, how does sending you money eliminate cancel culture? It does. Because what happens is, and this is the things that Tim and Ben have been talking about, and I need to start talking more about, and I need to start doing more of, we're creating our own culture, our own content, our own entertainment, okay? Separate from the mainstream. Will it ever be as big as mainstream? No, of course not. But that's okay. Like, people in the counterculture, people who stand up against the mainstream narrative at times, we already know that. We know that there are millions, hundreds of millions of people that will support independent created content that isn't, from a factory like Disney. There are tons of people that support products that aren't made by Nike. These are gigantic economies. The idea that you're a quote unquote failure because you don't work for Disney or you don't star in Marvel films is absurd. These people, Ben Shapiro is probably worth significant cash, okay? And he's not on mainstream networks. Steven Crowder has a considerable bag he carries around with him too. These guys, Joe Rogan has $100 million. Now he is probably more mainstream, but ultimately we can create our own content and still be wildly successful, even if it's not ever shown at a dying AMC theater. This is the gaslighting that these people are doing. You can see Lids on here saying, "Are you okay? Sending your favorite voices small amounts of your money literally keeps them in the black and prevents them from being beholden to tech overlords." This is exactly correct. You don't have to be conservative to appreciate this. Good on you, Ben Shapiro. Lots of people, they're so salty. They're invading every post. If you see on the Twitter post here, I wrote, "The amount of corporate shills in this comment section is hilarious. Yes, you, the resistance, are standing with a multi-billion-dollar corporation that is happy to film across the street from active re-education camps. Leftists might be some of the most idiotic people alive." And this isn't liberals. I'm talking about leftists. All right. Liberals are still 45% of the population, probably 40% of the population. Leftists are like 2% of the population, but they wield significant power on social media. And you can see all of this, all these people so angry. They're so angry that she went off and did something on her own. Because like I've always said about cancel culture, they don't want you removed. They want you dead. In their mind, okay, these people value consuming corporate media and things like social media. They value it so much, it's synonymous with life to them. A retweet or a like from a big Hollywood star will literally make their day, week, month, or year. These people are so obsessed with worshiping multi-billion-dollar corporations that they willfully act against their best interests and turn against their family and friends. Make no mistake about it. To them, the idea of being fired from Disney is being dead. They see this as a huge victory, and now that they already see Gina's moved on to something else, they're losing their damn minds. They don't want her to be happy. They want her off Twitter. They want her off Instagram. They want her completely removed from the planet. They don't word it like that, but the fact that, hey, you got her fired, all right? Move on. No, that's not good enough. You're chasing her down now to insult her and denigrate her after she's gone. You said, hey, go do your own thing. Go start your own thing. That's what she's doing. So why are you still following her and trying to ruin her life? It's because you want her dead. Metaphorically. Gina Carano hits back, announces a new movie project with Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. Less than 24 hours after her explosive ouster from Star Wars series The Mandalorian for incendiary social media posts. Also, we don't necessarily know if she's been quote-unquote fired. We don't know how many episodes she would have had in Season 3, and maybe Cara Dune wasn't going to have a big role in Season 3, okay? Yes, there is that rumor out there that they were going to have a show that she could have headlined, but we don't know if that was ever really even true. So we don't know. Gina Carano has hit back at her detractors and revealed a new movie project she's making with conservative website Daily Wire. Carano told us today, "The Daily Wire is helping make one of my dreams to develop and produce my own film come true. I cried out and my prayer was answered. I'm sending out a direct message of hope to everyone living in fear of cancellation by the totalitarian mob. I have only just begun using my voice, which is now freer than ever before, and I hope it inspires others to do the same. They can't cancel us if we don't let them." And this message is just so filled with hope that it's driving Twitter insane. Quote, "We could not be more excited to be working with Gina Carano, an incredible talent dumped by Disney and Lucasfilm for offending the authoritarian Hollywood left. This is what Daily Wire exists to do, provide an alternative, not just for consumers, but for creators who refuse to bow to the mob." And Daily Wire, said co-founder Ben Shapiro, "We're eager to bring Gina's talent to Americans who love her. And we're just as eager to show Hollywood that if they want to keep canceling those who think differently, they'll just keep helping us build the X-Wing to take down the Death Star," he added. Carano's post yesterday, I don't even want to talk about it. It wasn't offensive and it wasn't controversial. That was a narrative that was fabricated by people that wanted her gone. 775,000 Twitter followers, massive growth. It's going to be a great 2021 and beyond for Gina Carano. I couldn't be happier for her. Make sure you leave a like on this video. If you made it this far and you haven't hit that little red subscribe button down below, if you're on YouTube, please consider doing so today. Also, if you're watching on Alt Tech, BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, or whatever, please subscribe there. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.